what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love. Caught up in my tape. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's makeup look, I did this anti-Valentine's Day makeup look, which is super dramatic, inspired by Nikkie's tutorial. So if you guys would like to see how I'm doing it, please keep watching. So to start with my look, I used my Benefit Pore Professional Primer, after which I mixed the Infallible Pro Glow and the Infallible Total Coverage together for a full coverage yet a little bit of hydrating foundation. So I'm going to use my beauty blender to blend all that. Next, I'm going to use my L.A Girl Concealer in shade Yellow to kind of brighten up my under eyes as well as my chin area. Next, I'm using the shade Peach. Now what peach color would do is it will fight against my dark circles and a little bit of darkness around my mouth area. Next, I'm using the shade called Creamy Beige. This will allow me to work on my highlighted areas by brightening those areas up, and also the bridge of my nose and my forehead, like I do my usual highlighted drill. Now for my contour, I'm using L.A Girl Concealer in shade Beautifully Bronze, and I'm going to do my usual contouring, which is to contour the sides of my jaw, my forehead, the sides of my nose, and a little bit on my cupid's bow and my chin. As I was trying to blend the nose with my beauty blender, you can totally see I kind of went over my highlighted areas, but that's totally fine. I went again with my Pro Concealer in shade Creamy Beige, and I kind of went over the line to straighten it up. And I also went kind of under my eyes as well to make my nose look more contoured. And also I went with it a little bit on my forehead and my chin to kind of brighten those highlighted areas up again. And you know what, if you ever go onto the highlighted areas while blending your contour, you can always do this. I mean, you can always come back to it and correct it. Next, to set all that foundation, I'm using my Benefit Banana Powder. And because it has a little bit of a yellow tint to it, it helps to brighten up any sort of leftover discoloration or darkness on the face. For my contour, I'm using this fan brush from Morphe, and I'm going to go over my contour area using my ABH, which is Anastasia Beverly Hills in shade Havana. Now using a big fluffy brush by Inglot, I'm going to dust off all that banana powder that has been sitting on my face. Before I move on to my blush and highlighter, I'm going to use my Maybelline setting spray to set all that powder. Now for my highlighter, I'm going to use the highlighter by MAC in Soft and Gentle. Once the application of highlighting is done, I'm going to spray my face again with Maybelline Makeup Setting Spray, and I'm going to use a damp beauty blender to kind of go over my highlighted area so the glow becomes more soft and gentle and doesn't look very harsh on the face. Next, I'm going to use my blush. This is the one by MAC in Burnt Pepper, and oh my god, I swear on god, I did not realize it's that pigmented, so I'm dusting all that excess powder off before I go ahead and apply it. So I'm using a beauty blender to sort of soften that harsh application of blush. You can always do that. You can always spray your face with makeup setting spray and then use a beauty blender to soften out that harsh lines. Next, I'm using my MAC bronzer in Give Me Sun, and I'm using a big fluffy brush to go all over my face, especially on the edges, to give me that sun glow. Now for my brow mascara, I'm using the Brow Mascara by NYX in shade Black. This actually helps to remove any sort of powder that has been sitting on your brows. For my eyebrow fill-in, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in shade Ebony, and I'm using their angular brush to fill in my brows. So first I'm going to draw a line on the top, and then I'm going to draw a line on my inner section. And then I'm going to go ahead and start filling the inside part of the brow. And because we're going for a little dramatic look, we want to also make sure our brows looks a little more dramatic, because you don't want your beautiful eye color eyeshadows to kind of wash away your eyebrows. So you want your eyebrows to be dramatic depending on the look you're going for. Because today's look is a little more dramatic, we are going to go for an eyebrow that will be more sharper, more darker than usual. And here I'm using a spoolie to brush. And next I'm going to now extend the outer portion of my brows, maybe applying one more extra line to it, making it look more thicker and fuller. And here I'm trying to extend the tail of my brows. And as you can see, I'm slowly extending the outer corner because I want to make sure that it looks nicer and not overly done. And you want to also keep it natural but in a most sophisticated way depending on your look. For my inner corners, as you have seen, I have applied it with a brow pencil because brow pencils are the best with the inner corners. It gives you a very light application. Now for my outer corners, I am just using a concealer, and so it kind of helps my brows look more proportionate and makes them look like as if they're standing out. Next for my primer, I'm using my MAC Paint Pot in shade Painterly. I just couldn't find soft ochre, so I just went with the Painterly instead. For my eyeshadow palette, I'm using this brand new palette by Juvias Place. This is the Saharan palette. I absolutely fell in love with it when I saw it on Nikkie's tutorial, and then again I saw it one of my friends buying it, so I was like, I have to try this palette out. So all the shades that I've used for this makeup look today are all from this palette, and I've written down the names and the brushes I've used on my video, so therefore please refer to this video because all the names of the colors and the shades together with the brush numbers are mentioned on the video itself. So now for my brow bone, I'm using the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighting powder, and I'm going to use that underneath my brow bones to kind of lift them up. And for my waterline and upper waterline, I'm going to be using Ingot pencil in shade Black. Now I'm going to kind of blend that harsh pencil lining with the color called Chat from the same palette using MAC 210 brush. And I'm going to extend the outer corner almost like a wing. Now I'm going to blend that. I didn't use any eyeshadow for it, I'm just plain blending it. And now I'm kind of brushing away all that fallout underneath my eyes. For my eyeliner, I'm using NYX Liquid Eyeliner in shade Black. For my mascara, I'm going to be using my most favorite mascara of all time, which is by Inglot in Long Pore. Now for my lashes, I'm using these lashes by Velour lashes. I really can't remember the number or the type I'm using, but I will definitely post it below on the description box for you guys to have a look. Once the lashes are done, that basically wraps up the whole look for the eye makeup look. Now we're going to move on to our lips. For my lips, I've used 3 different shades. First of all, I've used the Tartiest in shade Squad. This is basically my lip liner. After which I've used the shade called Rico by Stila. It is a liquid lipstick by Stila. Now as we know that liquid lipstick tend to be a little dry on the lips, so I'm going to top it up with a Maybelline Color Jolt. And I've recently been loving all the colors by Maybelline Color Jolt because they go really good hand in hand with liquid lipstick, making it feel very hydrating. At the same time, it is not super glossy. So the shade that I've used is called Very Naughty. And here I'm trying to kind of outline my lips, so if there's any sort of outline that happened with my lipstick, I can erase it off with using a concealer and a brush. To finish off my look, I'm using my makeup setting spray by Maybelline. Now my next step that I'm doing, it's totally optional. I just wanted that little bit of golden glow onto my face, so I went with my Bronze Glow by Bobbi Brown, and I did my usual drill that I do with my highlighting powders, which is to highlight the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, the cupid's bow, my little bit on my chin, and also on the high points of my jaw. So this is totally optional. I just did it because I was kind of craving for that gold color glow on my face, because previously I applied Soft and Gentle and I wasn't too happy about it because it looked a little too silvery on my face, so I went for the gold glow. So there you go guys, that wraps up the whole look, and the contact lenses that I'm wearing are by Color Blend in shade Gray. A lot of people ask me about my contact lenses, so here you go. I only wear this color majority of the time. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends and families, comment how you like this video so far. Please give me lots of likes because I always love likes. And also follow me on my Instagram at MakeupByAzmeree. Thank you so much for watching.